Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
But yes, it is concerning.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. A lot of women carry purses containing our money, cell phone, and other items. But how often do you simply toss it on the back of your chair when you're at a restaurant or event? Valley News Team's Bradford Eric shows us just how quickly a theft ring operation could make you a target.
Black Friday is coming, and so is the holiday shopping rush. Many of us are heading here, the mall. And whether we just want to take a load off or grab a bite, many women do this, drape their purse on the back of their chair.
I'm pretty conscious that it's there. I mean, I pay attention to kind of who walks behind me and stuff. It all depends upon where I'm sitting, whether or not I put it there. You know, if I was out in the middle of the food court, probably not. It would be on my lap, probably.
Again and again, our cameras watched as women put their purses on the chair and turned around. One woman even having it hang from her stroller handle behind her.
I don't know, it keeps it out of the way while I'm trying to eat. Just has a tie, but I don't really tie it.
Do you recognize any of these people? They're part of what's suspected to be a theft ring. Women near the Twin Cities reporting to police that these people will lean in, offer a compliment or two, and leave, taking purses and wallets with them. The whole interaction taking 30 seconds or less.
It's convenient. I guess the ground is dirty, and I don't want my purse to get dirty.
Since the end of October, Fargo police report 4 shoplifting incidents and a theft from the area surrounding the mall. Mall security is constantly walking around, and there are cameras everywhere too. But getting your purse or wallet stolen can happen very quickly. It's much safer putting that bag on your lap or between your feet on the ground. In Fargo, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
We've uploaded the pictures of the suspects in the purse theft incidents from near the Twin Cities on our website. Just click on this story at valleynewslive.com. We don't have the record warmth of last week, but still above average for this time of year. Robert, what's happening tonight?
Tonight, a quiet evening for now, but as we head through the overnight hours, parts of the region, especially the northern valley, could see a few rain showers making their way on through. Temperature-wise right now, mostly in the 40s, down to the upper 30s, however, in Roseau and Bemidji, 40 in Thief River Falls, 47 in Fargo, also 47 in Grand Forks. Winds relatively light, and they'll remain relatively light tonight. They'll pick up tomorrow out of the west and the northwest on the gusty side, 10 to 20 miles per hour, with some stronger gusts tonight, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Some cloud cover now. We'll see a brief break and then more cloudiness as we head through the overnight hours, and we're starting to see some rain develop way out to our west, and that's the shower activity that will move across the northern valley later on tonight. I think we stay dry here in Fargo, but might see an isolated sprinkle later on tonight, but the better chances will be off to the north. Temperature is steady to slowly dropping in the mid-40s as we head through the evening with some mostly cloudy skies and those southerly breezes. A couple more warm days before we make a quick jump into winter, and parts of the area could see some heavy snow. We'll have more on that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Robert. Well, massive search around Bemidji for a missing teenager came up empty today. 17-year-old Jeremy Jourdain of Cass Lake was last seen walking away from a Halloween party in Bemidji just 2 weeks ago. Jourdain is described as 6 feet, 4 inches tall, 165 pounds, and was last seen wearing a gray Nike sweater and blue jeans. As Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, this may be the last big effort to find Jourdain before winter in a case that's gone cold.
It was a massive effort by law enforcement to bring Jeremy Jourdain home. They searched a 3-mile square area on the south side of town. It's believed Jourdain may have walked down a nearby road in an effort to return to his home in Cass Lake. Some 90 law enforcement officers from half a dozen agencies are going door to door and through the woods. The search also included boat searches of Lake Bemidji and nearby Lake Irving, plus a Border Patrol helicopter was on hand in a case that's gone cold. Have you received any new information about Jeremy's whereabouts or what may have happened to him?
We've not had any additional information at this point that would say specifically where he's at. Okay. Today's efforts are to reestablish a foot patrol or foot search along with air and water searches of the area.
Police and sheriff's departments and all kinds of agencies from all over the state took part in today's search.
We weren't asked for any aircraft today. We also do ground search, and we're expecting 25 members from throughout the state.
Jeremy Jourdain's family and friends have told me repeatedly that they do not believe Jourdain simply took off. He's not that kind of a guy. Unfortunately, Jourdain's whereabouts remain a mystery, and winter is almost here.
Is this kind of the last big effort before the cold and snow cover hits?
Correct. This is one more attempt to go out and find where he may be and hopes that we can get him back.
It was a big effort that simply has not been able to find Jourdain or reveal any new evidence of where or why this 17-year-old disappeared. In Bemidji, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
The search for Jourdain wrapped up this afternoon around 4:30. If you have any information regarding this case, you're asked to call Bemidji Police at 218-333-9111. Stay alert and aware of your surroundings. That's the message the Valley City Police Department is sending out after a man tried to sexually assault a woman in a city park last Friday night. Police say they're looking at evidence they hope will help them find the attacker. The park is near houses and is only blocks from Valley City State University, which has college students taking extra precautions.
Don't walk alone or don't go alone. Always make sure somebody knows where you're at. Or you have your phone, your cell phone. I mean, everyone has a phone nowadays. To keep it, with you, make sure people know where you're at so, things like this don't happen.
The attacker is described as a black man between 5'8" and 5'11" with short, black, curly hair, broad shoulders, weighing anywhere between 180 to 200 pounds. If you have any information about this case, contact Valley City Police Department. The North Dakota State Capitol was on lockdown today after a demonstration against construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline began. It even branched out to one of the most heavily traveled streets in Bismarck. Hundreds of protesters marched from the Capitol carrying signs, banners, and chanting anti-oil rhetoric. The standoff between demonstrators and police lasted more than 2 hours. The event remained peaceful, with activists praying and holding their ground with locked arms.
We're representing the four directions and the four people, the four different races of this earth coming together in solidarity, in prayer. It's a very humbling experience and is surrounded by love and compassion.
Police say more arrests were made today and the group dispersed around 4 o'clock this afternoon. A small acid spill made for a bit of a hectic scene on University Drive South in Fargo this morning. It happened just after 11, right outside of Dwayne's House of Pizza. Firefighters say a carton of acid fell off a vehicle and then started to leak. Traffic was rerouted so people didn't have to breathe in acid fumes. About half a gallon was spilled. And firefighters tell us the muriatic acid is a strong cleaning product that can be used on surfaces like concrete. It's a new drug that is said to be 8 times stronger than morphines and even more powerful than fentanyl. Tune in tonight to Valley News Live at 9 and at 10 at 10. Where Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson shows us the dangers of pink and how teenagers are getting it so easily online. Another popular area lake has zebra mussels, and this time it's Franklin Lake in Otter Tail County. The Minnesota DNR says they've checked out 4 different locations on the lake and turned up 5 adult mussels. They say they'll do more extensive searches of the lake and consider options as to what to do about them early next spring. The warmer temps means more time on the green for golfers, but that all comes to an end starting tomorrow at Village Green Golf Course in Moorhead. Village Green will be closing after its regular hours tomorrow. The Meadows course closed earlier this month. And for more information about Moorhead's golf courses, click on this story at valleynewslive.com. Some good news for you if you like to shop at the Mall of America. The Mega Mall announced today a couple of stores will be open on Thanksgiving Day. They are Macy's, Sears, and the Crayola Experience. All other stores are keeping their doors closed. The mall will be open for a brief amount of time for an annual event, but then will be locked until 5 in the morning on Black Friday. If you want more information, just head over to our website, valleynewslive.com. Cookie fans may be headed to the candy aisle in search of Oreo's newest concoction. That's still ahead tonight.
We'll see some cloudy skies and a few showers and sprinkles overnight tonight, then a few quiet days before some big-time changes as we head towards the end of the week. Your forecast details on a potential winter storm coming up right after this.